We live. We live. What's up with it? Put a one in the chat. Oh, I ain't. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Hello. What I say? I'm. Yes. Who we got in here? Red Sea the Blues. What's up, bro? Yes, we are. Yes. We have to talk about. Hey, Red Sea the Blues. We definitely gonna take a trip down that road. All right. Beat ball. What's up with it? Pastor says she voted against the healthcare for immigrants. We're gonna get to that. Shout to Reed. What's up? Her and her husband were whacked. Senator John Hoffman and his wife were shot. They both out of surgery. Okay, well that's good because they was in they didn't have the condition of them and oh man, you know what? How am I going live real quick, man? Everybody hit the like button. Give me 1 second, man. What the hell? Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, I'm tripping. Let me see if I can. Let me do this real quick. Allegedly, yes. Fatigue the like button, please. Toya, what's up with it? We got Little Rocket here, Razik in here, Flacco in here, Tempo in here. K Fatty, what's up, man? Hey, I see you, K Fatty. I see you, man, the Discord, man. That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. Stay consistent, bro. Stay consistent. Dion, what's up? And Digit said Ty had I did have to get the hell out of there. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about my experience of walking past a no king protest. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that shit. What up, C Rob? No country, Tyler. Shot the Dion in here early with the super. He said, "Hey, got that car, bro? A 2024 Bronco. This is the Bronco on this shirt is an old one. It's an old Bronco on this one, but yeah, I fuck with Broncos, man. My daddy got a Bronco 2 that he will not get rid of. Yeah, but yeah, man. Salute, Dion. That's what's up, man. Everybody relax. Yeah, Protest City, we're gonna talk about it. The Black Baron, what's up with it? Okay, yeah. Foundational white American fatigue, yes. So let's do this. Let me figure some stuff out real quick. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Hang tight. I was doing something. Oh, I know what's going on. We gotta change the title. we gotta change the title. Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Of course, the algorithm's not gonna put that. We gotta do some of these real quick. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. All right, so where do I begin? Do I even want to start with it? I don't even know where to start at. I don't even want to know where to start at. Okay. Let's start with the No King protest. Let's start with the No King protest. All right. So, for those who don't know, I've been walking like Forrest Gump for the last 3 weeks. Miles and miles and miles. All right. Miles and miles and miles. I'm documenting all of this in the Discord, by the way. So painful feet. I done wore out a couple pair of walking shoes already. I'm just traveling on foot is like the whole summer. That's what I'm on, you know. 10K steps, 20K steps, 17K steps. I don't give a damn. Like I'm walking and walking and walking, goddamn it. So because I do want to shred up. Not only that, but I did make a promise to my son that I would be in way better shape by the time he came back from summer break with his grandparents. Well, I just talked to him earlier. That's why I'm kind of late. But yeah, I'm on the soil. I'm putting foot to pavement. We out and about, and it's interesting, you know. Says Skechers a good cheaper shoe. I done ran through 2 pair of Skechers. And I like the fit of the Skechers, but they don't hold up. They just don't hold up. Like they fit good, but they don't hold up. So I think I'm looking at a pair of Brooks. Somebody left a recommendation in the comment section. So I'm looking at Brooks. So yeah, I'm out and about. I'm on my walk this morning, and you know, I say, you know what? Let me go walk this way. Then I can swing by one of my favorite pawn shops that always got like the best. They always got some good stuff in there all the time. Like I go in there, I like the guns that I done bought several firearms from this pawn shop. They always got, and there's good deals. And I said, man, let me go check that pawn shop out. That'll be a good like distance to walk. So I walk, I get towards downtown Arlington. You know, once I get towards downtown Arlington, I go to the little pawn shop close to the Texas Stadium, and I leave. Once I leave the pawn shop, I say, what's going on down this way? And I say, man, you know what? I haven't been towards downtown Arlington in a minute. So I walk towards the courthouse and like the municipal courts and stuff like that. Like all the city buildings is on one block. So I was like, man, I'll just take this way. And it looked like they had a protest, but I didn't know it was a protest until I like got close up on it. And that's when I decided to take that video that I posted earlier. Wayne said, I got a pair of Brooks. They some good shoes. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go off of that recommendation that somebody left for me in the comment section. So I go and I walk and I say, it's some people down there. Let me just walk past and see what's going on. And then once I started getting closer to it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is like a protest. It's still not a riot. Because if it was a riot, I would have hung around. I would have hung around, but no riot. All right. These are older white Americans that I'm seeing there. This is not the other thing that kind of tripped me out about this no king thing is that it's kind of burning on both ends, because when I walked down there, there was MAGA hats, the white supremacist groups, the far left leaning people, you know, and so on and so on. But what I seen from this was even the white supremacists who was out there, you know, with the khakis on, with their face covered, with the flags and shit, they not rocking with this Israel shit like that. And that is the commonality amongst all this shit, all of these, you know what I'm saying? It's just that this situation with Israel and the you know who's, you know, of course, there was a group of people who was, you know, immigrants and immigrant rights, Mexicans, they was out there. But the common theme was the you know who's. Like, this wasn't this wasn't some race-based shit where it's just like, you know what I'm saying, the racist people and the blacks versus the whites. Like, hell no, they what they call it, the great acknowledgement, the great knowing, and I'm telling you right now that that's what they own. I'm talking about from the people on the left who are, you know, supporting Palestine to oh, I do not know what just happened right there. Anyway, the you know who's are ruining the country, and the you know who's are genociding Palestine, you know, and that's what I seen out there. I don't know if this was because again, I just walked up on this. I didn't know what the protest was about. I didn't see people arguing with each other, going after it, but I could definitely see that these were different groups who I would assume had a lot of different points of views. But that one piece where they all came together was the you know who's. Like, I was looking and I was reading some signs and shit. Of course, the Palestine people, but you know, the on the far right, that's what I was looking at mostly, was like seeing where they was at on it. And it just seems like, man, the geopolitical situation is really like bringing people together on both sides of the aisle, so to speak, you know. He said that Stingray vehicle passed by you, they definitely got your stuff on your phone. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But this is the problem with Israel. And well, wait, before I get to the problem with Israel, let me finish with this. Everybody hit the like button. All right. So again, when I went out there, I didn't see a bunch of people like divided. Like, in fact, when I walked down the sidewalk, it was protesters on both sides. I actually walked through everybody on one side. So these people weren't divided up. Y'all over here, y'all screaming at each other. Like, it just wasn't, I don't know, it's kind of thrown off for it to be like a protest with all these different groups of people from the left and the right. But it just seemed like the geopolitical stuff was really like bringing people together, at least for right now. At least for right now. The you know who's have really brought the opposite ends of people together. Yeah, they were fine people on both sides. Tyler says, so it was a peaceful protest. Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. Like, usually on the protests, you will have this side and the opposition. But this shit was like 10 different groups. You know what I'm saying? It was like 10 different groups. Even the militia guys, like the white supremacist militia guys, they was just in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, what the fuck is going on out here? And that's when my radar started going, oh, man, you gotta get the fuck out of here, man. This shit is a fucking false flag attack. They're not gonna know who to blame for this shit. It was just very strange. I'm telling you, it had to be like 12 different groups there. And they was just all on some no king type shit. And I don't know, man. This is a very strange time for politics, you know. Very strange times for politics, you know. He said also the gear on top looked different from the self-driving. That was not a self-driving car. You know what I'm saying? They said they might have my maybe. I know they collecting, they got the license plate readers that read like 500 license plates per second to run backgrounds and stuff like that. They been had that out here, but that vehicle was very, very strange, you know. But Prison Planet, that's where we at. Prison Planet, that's where we at. He said, "Oh, we can't have people feeling unified." Yeah, I mean that's just, and it looked like a bunch of older people too. That's another thing that tripped me out, man. They had their lawn chairs out there. They had the American flags out. You know, a lot of these people, they look normal. A lot of these people look normal. You know. He said kind of like that one in 2020. There were several groups out there. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. He said the Social Security crew, man, hey man, they can hang it up, man. They can hang it up, man. That's another thing too, because hey, wise guy, while you playing, that's another thing that I was thinking about too. Is like, why? Like it was people out there. It's like, why are they even here? But that makes sense that they older, you know what I'm saying? Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, you know what I'm saying? Like, it do make sense like that. Yeah, you better get your ass out there and try to defend that shit. But it was something else. For me, y'all know me. I'm politically indifferent. Allow me to make my way through allow me to make my way home, you know. And one thing that I was thinking about was, right, I was at the pawn shop and I found a gun that I wanted. And something told me like, just buy the gun and take, but then I was like, nah, I'll just put it on layaway. And so I put the gun on layaway. But just thinking about like, I'm walking down this way and I fucking got I have a gun in a bag now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I was thinking about that shit too. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is almost meant to go down like this. So I said, another 380. Nah, no more 380s, man. No more 380s, man. No more 380s. Just for the 9mm, just to keep my calibers and my handguns the same, you know. Somebody say, you getting a rifle? Nah, it's not a rifle. It's the Canic. I got a Canic, ME. Don't give me the line. It's a ME10, I believe it is. It's like a compact version of the TTI. Let me see. No, I can't pull it up on live stream. We already know how YouTube is. It's a Canic. Okay, let me get to my problem with Israel, which is another problem with YouTube. You know, he said, I haven't heard layaway in a grip. Yeah, you can put firearms on layaway. You just got to do the background check when you pick it up. What was that? Okay, the problem with Israel. Let's get to the problem with Israel. All right. Let's get to the problem with Israel. So, with Israel, right? Somebody said, I forgot about layaway. Don't forget about layaway. Don't forget about layaway. The only reason why I didn't buy it outright because I walked all the way there and I was like, man, I ain't finna be walking, carrying a bag. I'll pick that shit up later. Skyfall said, pawn shop layaway be solid, especially with jewelry. They don't know about that shit, man. They don't know about that shit. I said, wild times will live. Yeah, I just didn't feel like carrying that shit all the way back. I just didn't feel like carrying it all the way back. And I didn't want nobody else to buy it. They was like, I was like, you don't have another one? I was like, nah, it's the last one. And I was like, they was like, you can put it on layaway. I was like, all right, bet. Anyways. Why am I talking about layaway and payment plans with y'all niggas, man? What the fuck is going on? Everybody relax, man. Okay, so the problem with Israel, because now I'm going back, we reviewing the tapes, we talking, we seeing what actually happening, and it looks like, seems to be like Israel, because they asked Trump, do I have the clip? I might have the clip. Let me see if I had a clip. Let me get over here real quick. See if I got the clip. Everybody hit the like button as we proceed. Okay. Is this AI? That's some AI bullshit going on. Let me see. Wait a minute. So what? Wait a minute. So what's going on in Dubai? Oh my God. Hold on. Is this World War III and chill again? Let me bookmark this. You got to watch a lot of this stuff because the AI shit is getting out of hand. Somebody sent me a clip. I was like, bro, that's AI. Even in the comment section, it was like, bro, this is definitely AI. Okay. Let me see if I can. Of course, we don't have it.
Donald Trump. Brett, what did he tell you?
Hey, Trace. Yeah, I just spoke to President Trump. One thing, the president was aware of Israel's action before it happened. There were no surprises here.
Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to play. That sentiment right there was like, it's being repeated over and over and over again, right? Even Trump, I seen the clip where Trump was like, yes, we had knowledge of them doing this. But my thing is, if you disagree with it, if you were pretty much saying that even the people in your own defense departments were saying, we have no plans on attacking Iran until we reach a deal or something like that. Like, even if they told you, like, it still should be up to America. That's my problem with this. It don't matter if they told you they was going to do it or not. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to be depending on the reinforcement of the United States of America, then it's either we lead the way or we have more of a say than you call us and then do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then we get dragged into this shit anyways. You see what I'm saying? So this whole sentiment where it's like, yeah, Trump knew they was going to do it, but even if he knew he was going to do it, like, what the fuck can he do if he didn't want them to do it? Like, that's where I'm looking at this. Like, was he unable to tell Benjamin and the gang over there, like, no? Like, just because they tell you they're going to do something or you have knowledge of it, what does that mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you gave the okay. You know, it's not like you gave the okay. Like, yeah, I knew they was going to do that. I was totally aware that they was going to do it. And now, we got ships intercepting missiles from Iran. And here's the crazy part. Nobody really knows what Iran has. Nobody knows what Iran has. And so far, it looks to be that Israel got caught off guard. I don't think they seen the retaliation like this. You know what I'm saying? The Iron Dome did not fucking work. You know, and they was very comfortable with this Iron Dome shit. In fact, Trump was like, we need that technology for America. For what? For what? Yeah, Trump got CC'd in, you know. And Iran, man, we got to talk about Iran because Iran was like, we don't give a fuck. It's over with. It's over with. He said that's why Iran responded so quickly. They hurting. And again, I mean, like, I like for Mossad to hit that precise, the targets that they was after, it was precise. They put in some work. The Mossad did put in some work on striking Iran with precision. They did. But I don't think they was like, it wasn't enough to bring Iran to the table. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I mean, it wasn't enough to bring Iran to the table. You know, it wasn't enough. And now they literally they fucked up. I'm gonna just put this out there. This is a big boo-boo on Trump. I don't give a fuck how you slice it and dice it. This is a big boo-boo on Trump because there's no reason for Israel to need us to back them up like the same fucking day, like the same day. And again, this goes back to my problem with if you so fucking weak that you need our fucking assistance the next day after you attack Iran, like we should have some say. Like you don't call us when you fucking do some stupid shit, and now you need us the next day. Like this is what I'm saying. Like no, and this is the same. The crazy thing about this is the same argument that he made towards Zelensky. He literally told Zelensky, hey, you are weak without us. You don't have the cards. You are weak. The only reason why you act like a bully is because you have us. All right. But again, Israel is Ukraine on steroids. All right, that's what Israel is. Israel is Ukraine on steroids. All right, that's the only way to put it. All right. He said Trump don't got the spine to talk to Benjamin Netanyahu like that. Man, and this is where we got to get into what is the third hand in this shit. Like, what is the consequences of not doing what Israel wants us to do? All right. What is the consequences of saying no, don't hit Iran until we say so? You know? Shout out to Doug, man. What's up, Doug? Doug said, I don't remember. It was a military analyst, Scott Ritter, former Colonel Douglas. One of them said Israel may have allowed the dome to fail so they could hit and further. Man, listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Techie? I don't know, man. Listen, I want to see. I want to see. I do want to see. I really do want to see because so far, people saying stuff like, man, Israel could just stomp out Iran. I was like, I don't know. Roscoe says Zelensky is a ballerina. That's another premise too, where people don't understand what a puppet is. people don't understand what a puppet is. They focus on the puppet, and that's the purpose of the puppet. The puppet goes out. The puppet is the soft hand. The puppet is what they call the velvet over the iron fist. That's what the puppet is. So yes, Zelensky is a twirling ballerina, soft beta male, whatever. But he is just don't look at us, look at him. All right. And so people get focused on the puppet, and then people be like, we can't believe it. That puppet is backed up by the EU. That puppet is backed up by NATO. That puppet got an iron fist that'll fucking, you know what I'm saying, rain down some shit. But if you focused on the puppet, we got puppets. We got puppets. Trump is a puppet. Oh, let me get out of there. We done. Kamala Harris was a puppet. All right. Do we want to do this or we? Because it is Saturday. We can do it. It is Saturday. We can do it. It is Saturday. We can do it. Y'all want to do it? We can do it. It is Saturday. It is Saturday. All right. So I said the president is a puppet. And see, people ain't ready for that shit. He's my president. He's our president. Hoorah! You know what I'm saying? It's like, He said, I'm surprised Yemen didn't jump in. So yeah, that was my experience with the No King protest today. Back to my problems with Israel, because it really is irking my nerves now that we've been in on this the whole time, when clearly Hegseth said no, we are avoiding attacking Iran. All right. Tulsi Gabbard, we do not have any plans on striking Iran. Next thing you know, Signalgate happens because they got to clean up that mess of them not wanting to attack Iran. Now all of a sudden, we warned them. We told this, bro, this is the most goofiest shit ever, to pretend like Israel is not moving on their own accord and that we have to do whatever Israel says. Like, anybody who paid any attention to this shit can clearly say, no, there is no flip-flopping like this, because again, Iran said, we don't have a problem with you inspecting our nuclear situation, but we want Israel to be under the same scrutiny with their nuclear program. And pussy ass Donald Trump could not come out and say, Israel, here's the deal. He actually called the negotiations a sham. And it's on True Social, Donald Trump was like, the negotiation was a sham. No, they stood on 10 toes and said, this is what it is. If it ain't this, we don't want it. Again, like I said, they didn't even send high-level officials to talk to the White House. They sent a messenger. That's what they did. It ain't no fucking negotiations. We wanted Israel to be under the same scrutiny with their nuclear program as us. That's it. That's it. And the crazy part is, I'm going to tell you what's so scary, because when I was looking into this stuff, you can see the difference in how the media reported it here in the States and how the media reports it everywhere else in the world. And it's like, the propaganda arm is so strong, bro. So strong. Even on the right, when the right will talk about the leftist agenda, the right got a propaganda machine that's equally as effective as the left, dog. And I'm talking about just you cannot shake people out of it. Like it's like you have people that be like, no, I like this person. So that's why I believe what they say. It's like, bro, you are nuts. You are nuts. Like you have to. This ain't about liking people. It's like, bro, open your fucking eyes, man. Reality said it's all the same agenda for real, man. Listen, especially when it comes to the wearers of the smaller hats, you know. Unconditional say you can't get through to them. Nah, you can't. You can't, bro. You can't get through to them. And so you got people that believe Donald Trump was all for Israel attacking Iran when that was just clearly. We talking about Donald Trump flew over Israel trying to negotiate with Iran by himself. Like after the signal shit where the Israeli spy got called out and removed. All right. They said, all right, we got some Israeli. Man, can we have this live stream today, man? Fuck. We just telling the truth, man. Like we got an Israeli operative that got fucking exposed, and the White House clearly cut Israel off for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I got to listen to all these MAGA, Republican, right-wing people act like history didn't just happen. It's like now we just got to pretend like none of that happened. Like they wasn't trying to get rid of Pete Hegseth with the fake Signal the Signal version of Signal and all the rest of it. Bro, all this stuff is just real. Like, bro, now we got to believe that Israel is back to being our friend. And now we finna help them with this. Yo, people are cooked outside, man. Hey, man, people are cooked outside, man. Real shit, they cook. Make no mistake about it. The next Operation Warp Speed, people going to be ready for it. All right, people going to be ready for it. But that's my issue with Israel is that they just do it. They doing whatever the fuck they want. Like we just acting like we had some say in it or we knew about it or it just no. Like we clearly were not on board with Israel's bullshit 2 weeks ago. In fact, I was actually giving Trump props. I was like, damn, Trump standing up to Israel. You know what's crazy? I remember, bro. I literally said, yo, put a 1 in the chat if you heard me say Trump standing up to Israel will make him the greatest president in American history and the perception of America around the globe, bro. Because I seen it. I was like, bro, they not fucking with Israel. This is crazy. That's one thing I did not see. I didn't see Donald Trump not rocking with Israel. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, no. We warned Iran, like trying to act like we was in on it. No, that's not what happened, man. Israel did what the fuck they wanted, man. I'm sorry to break the news to people, man. You know, Trump trying to act like he's some hero and, you know, he's standing, but Iran is not backing down. And this is going to be one big boo-boo on Donald Trump's administration. He going to have to, they stepped in it. They stepped in it. They stepped in it big time. Because again, Israel needed America the next day after they did that stupid ass shit. Like the next day they needed us. All right. They was able to strike all of these precision, you know what I'm saying? They was able to go in, hit this nuclear spot, take out this Iranian leader. And they just had it all in control until the next day when Iran start pressing the buttons. And next day, you know, here we are. We got to intercept missiles coming from Iran because Israel wanted to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. So this is going to be very interesting to see how much involvement or how we going to clean this shit up, because Iran said it ain't no backing down. Don't even worry about negotiating. And I seen something else. Somebody posted in the Discord where they was like, if you was quiet the whole time, they said if you was quiet the whole time while Israel did what they did to Palestine, shut the fuck up. That's like, what? Don't even say shit. Just shut the fuck up. So yeah, I'm tired of saying, hey, seeing you was at the No King Slut Walk. What's crazy because again, man, I'll tell y'all, I should have actually stayed there so I could show you all the different groups that was out there. It was some good looking feminist women out there. It was some good looking feminist women out there, but that's gonna be a no for me. I ain't fucking with none of that shit. They said the Cult of Trump documentary in 10 years is gonna be crazy, bruh. It's gonna be. It is. You know. So Iran never even stepped in for Palestine. They definitely ain't gonna now after that attack. Nope. Now, here's the other part is that you still have Ukraine and Russia going on. I mean, like they still going at it. We ain't seen nothing, you know. What's the latest news on that? You know, he said I wasn't trying to talk to none of them people, man. Hell no. Nah, I wasn't trying to talk to none of them people. There's a bunch of old people. bunch of old people. A bunch of old people, bunch of MAGA people, white supremacists, LGBTQ. It was a whole bunch of shit out there. Somebody said tit for tat. I don't think so. Let me see. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Super chat is available as well as Cash App. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Somebody said they give the best answers. I ain't talking to none of them people, man. Hell no. I ain't talking to none of them people. All right, let me see. They said driverless cars on fire. What's going on in California? They got California under control? Let me see something real quick. Let me go here. Shoot. Actually. Okay, here we go. The Thai News Network. Hell nah. Nope. In my head, I'm thinking, yo, this is a false flag attack zone. This is a false flag attack zone. They didn't have no barricades. So all somebody come through there, drive a car through the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no smoke. Somebody start opening fire and shit. I ain't want no smoke. I wanted to just, peep the play and get the fuck out of there, man. I had to peep the play and get the fuck out of there, man. JC said, nigga, I get all my news from you. Yeah, I need to be more consistent on here, but life is, a little more interesting outside now. Life is a little more interesting outside now. Let me see. He said the environmentalists burning electric vehicles. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. Yeah, 4 days a week. Don't hold your breath. Hey, don't hold your breath. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see this real quick. Give me 1 second. Friezo said, "Now, bro, that was a protest. That wasn't a riot, bro. That's what I was saying, bro. Like, I didn't see nobody who would have like really set it off. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of old people. So for me, I would have. Hey, if it was going crazy, I would have probably would have. I think it was a parking garage. I would have just ran to the top so I could get a good view of the fuckery, but wasn't nothing going to happen there. Like, that's like, see, this what y'all don't understand, right? So in Texas, what happens is if one person is doing something stupid, like the police, they just gonna mobilize and they just gonna shoot the motherfucker. Like, this ain't no thing where it's like blocks gonna be set on fire and then you're gonna have people out there. Like, it ain't gonna happen like that here, man. Like, you will die fucking with people's personal property and setting people businesses on fire and shit. You will fucking die, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, California is kind of lit because they kind of let the anarchy go crazy. But over here, like, you fuck around and scratch one of these white boys' trucks or something like that, trying to be on some, you know, you gonna fucking die, bro. Said them people look like, yeah, man. All that trespassing and shit you seeing going on in California, nigga, we ain't gonna get that kind of action, man. We just not, you know. Somebody said the white cops be shooting. Yes, bro. He said, I don't know. Dallas BLM was turned up. No, Dallas was never on fire. Dallas was never ruined. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dallas was never out of business for weeks at a time while they rebuild it. That shit don't happen out here, man. No, that shit don't happen like that out here. He said they out here tweaking. You only safe if you're in the suburbs or in the foothills. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't do that shit, man. Fuck around and get ran over. You know. I think I got a clip. I got a clip like that. Somebody, this motherfucker was, I guess he was sitting Indian style. They was blocking the road. And this guy, he had his pregnant wife with him and he had to go to the hospital. And so the people wouldn't get up. So he just ran the dude leg over. That motherfucker got up screaming, you see this fucking car just drive off, man. I was like, man, he should have did that from the jump. That way so he could have got to the hospital faster. But he was like arguing with this dude. He was like, please, man, my wife, I gotta go, man. Get the fuck out of the street, shit. He just ran this fucking leg over. Do I got that clip? I gotta find that clip, man. Motherfucker want to hang out in the street. This dude tried to get to the hospital with his pregnant wife. Like, the fuck out the road, you fucking idiot. Somebody said the big draft is coming. Somebody said something about the over in Europe they having like they doing drafts right now. Wonder what the fuck they planning for. All right. Fuck is this? Okay, so before we get into the fuckery, all right. What I want to say is you have a situation where a senator and her husband were shot and killed. And then there was another 2 people that were shot. They ended up living. But I want to bring this to you guys' attention before I start this story, because it's very important that we let it be known that there were no black people involved in in the attack of the democracy. All right, there was there's no black person involved with this. Okay, that's what happened. All right. We have another. Yep, the usual suspects. Yeah, exactly. And this said, yes, the usual suspects are at it again. All right, at it again, trying to bring down this great country of ours, trying to disrupt the process. All right, trying to disrupt this great democratic process that we have. All right, yes, per capita. Per capita. All right. Here's what it is, man. All right. He said the representative. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the representative was killed with her husband, but the senator and his wife was shot and survived. Okay, yes. Okay, so all right. I stand corrected. Shot to allegedly. All right. All right. Well, maybe we should do a deep dive into like what's causing people to have a problem with, you know what I'm saying? What's causing them to have a problem with the process, right? What are their issues? It's, you know what I'm saying? There's got to be something going on where that makes these people hate, structure or hate authority. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something going on. Could be childhood trauma. Could this be an intelligence thing? That's what I want to know too. Could this be an IQ thing? Is it an IQ thing? You think maybe it may be an IQ thing? I don't know. But I will say this. All right. But I will say this. All right. Put this one on the books as well. Because it's about to be a whole lot of Christian evangelical fatigue finna start going down. All right. A lot of Christian evangelical fatigue is on the way. Okay. So let me do this real quick. Trucker said entitlement. Why can't these people? This is what I'm saying. This high trust society. What's going on in this high trust society? We trying to, this don't seem like things that would be happening in a high trust society. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. Like this whole premise of who's destroying the country and who's inherently bad and all the rest of this goofball shit. And here we are. Here we are. Minnesota attack on 2 Democratic politicians. Melissa Horton and her husband both killed, but Senator Hoffman and his wife were seriously injured. Now, hey, listen. Don't nobody take them off the map like the Democrats, man. I'm telling you right now, hey, nobody know how to motherfuckers up out of here like the Democrats. The Democrats do not fuck around. They do not. They they be sloppy with it. They don't give a damn. Like it just be one day be like, damn, he died. Yeah, he shot himself in a park with a shotgun. Nobody seen it. You know, nobody seen it. Hey, Democrats ain't fucking around. You know, hey, the Democrats don't fuck around. It's some Republican families, it's some Republican squads that get it in, but the Democrats, it's just different, man. It's just different, you know. More cold-hearted, nigga. On the who that was Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton becomes the Secretary of Defense without serving in the military, which is that ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how it happened. That ain't none of my business. But when she said the soldier, they dead. What difference at this point does it make? I said, whoa. That's what I knew. That's what I knew. Hey, that right there, that's what I knew. I said, that bitch cold. That's a cold bitch. That's a cold bitch, man. Hey, just in front of everybody. Secretary of State, my bad. Why did I say Secretary of Defense? I'm being retarded. Secretary of State, my bad. Well, I said back, I just said, what in the I said, wait a minute. Actually, let me see if I can run that clip because right now, let me see if I can find that clip real quick. It's a classic. I know it's on deck right now. Let me see. Let me see. This it. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
They didn't know that.
Here we go. Hey, you want to talk about some G shit? You want to talk about some real gangster shit? You want to talk about like thugs? You want to talk about super predators, nigga? They don't get no higher up the totem pole than this. Nigga, this right here, this the ice cold shit, nigga. Ain't nobody in the streets this fucking sinister, nigga. None of them.
They didn't know that.
With all due respect, the fact is we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator. Now, honestly, I will do my best to answer your questions about this, but the fact is that people were trying in real time to get to the best information. The IC has a process, I understand, going with the other committees to explain how these talking points came out. But, you know, to be clear, it is, from my perspective, less important today, looking backwards, as to why these militants decided they did it than to find them and bring them to justice. And then maybe we'll figure out what was going on in the meantime.
Translation, I don't give a fuck. Translation, I don't give a fuck. Like, translation, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What they had the guy, the dude at the DNC, he walked out, fuck, got him up out of here. What happened to him? Oh, he had plans on telling everybody about how they pushed Bernie Sanders out of the primaries. And he found out that wasn't going to be a good idea. He got robbed for nothing. Picked the body up with the Rolex still on him. He got robbed. It was a robbery, but they left the Rolex on him. Next thing you know, we don't hear about that shit no more. Yeah, man. Hey, the Democrats get it in, man. the Democrats get it in. It's a documentary in the Discord. It should. I'm gonna repost it. The about the Mena, Arkansas connection and how the Clintons was. I'm gonna post that in there, man. People. That's another thing too. Is like people they just be like, yeah, I'm going to the polls because I like this, but you don't even know, man. These people be having crazy histories on them. He said Arkansas memory lane. Yeah, man. Money laundering and shit. Yeah. Walmart was born out of that shit, man. Y'all don't even fucking know, bro. We talking big money, dog. We talking stupid money. You know? Going crazy, man. I told the story on here a while back. I'll give a short version of it here, right? A friend of mine was doing church work. They ended up going to Haiti. They went to Haiti because they was going to drill some wells so people can have water. And when they got there, they was again, they was using whatever little equipment they had. But when they stepped over to a certain piece of property, a big piece of land and shit, they was like, you can't do nothing on that land. And they said, well, why not? It was like, but that land belongs to Chelsea Clinton. I put this on everything. I probably shouldn't even be telling y'all this story, but he was like, man, they literally told us that land in Haiti belonged to Chelsea Clinton. I was like, how in the fuck is that even possible, bro? And he was like, they had so much heavy equipment moving out. I don't know what the fuck they was digging up or what. I don't know what it was, but he was just telling me about how they was using whatever they had to drill these wells and shit. And these people was like just getting precious minerals or some shit out of there with these big ass machines and shit out of Haiti. And man, it's some wild shit, bro. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers be talking about who's stealing, who doing crime, who really getting it in. Man, y'all have no idea. People have no idea how deep this shit be going, man. You know, with the Bush family in Kuwait, you know, you ask people about, what was Desert Storm about? They'll give you a totally wrong story. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you a totally wrong story. Or where did Osama bin Laden come from? You're going to get a totally wrong story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people don't know. People don't know. He said, I guess we all conspiracy theory. No, this shit is documented historical facts. But the thing is, do the facts even matter? That's another side of this. Who's actually interested in the facts? Who's actually interested in the real history and the facts behind this shit? Who is who? Yeah, the Bush family down in Panama. Yeah. Put in Noriega. CIA moving the dope, pushing it. And y'all talking about you probably won't even know how much dope was being moved, man. That shit was probably moving through all kind of government vehicles and planes and shit. You probably won't never fucking know. He said kidnapped the sitting president. Yeah, man. Going crazy again, man. This Bush Senior straight out the CIA. You know, Noriega went rogue on him, told him, nah, y'all can't push the operation. I want all the fucking shit. Yeah, I want it all. Then they had to, what they had to do? They ran down. Yo, go into the Discord, go into the documentary section, look up the Panama Deception. It is top five documentaries of all times. Top 5 documentaries of all times. The Panama Deception. And they pretty much just ran that playbook all over the world since then. But anyways, let me get out of there. That ain't none of my business, man. He said Cheney shot somebody in the face and got away with it. Keep that in mind. Hey, man, listen. Hey, it's cold, man. Cold, man. Hey, the political class be getting it in. Don't let them trick you into believing like all the violence and all the, all the nefarious things is happening in some fucking underworld or just some happening in the streets and shit. It's like, nah, this shit going down. This shit going down. That's one reason why people are fascinated by the Epstein situation, because when you're dealing with power, you also dealing with control. You see what I'm saying? So after the money comes the control. That's a whole nother conversation. This is why when people are like, you think Elon wants your money? It's like, bruh, shut your stupid ass up. You know what I'm saying? You think Donald Trump wants your money? It's like, bruh, shut your stupid ass up, because people don't understand how the world works. Like, after so much money, you don't give a fuck about the fucking money. All right. Now after nigga, is the power. Who's running what at that point, Who has control of this industry and that region and this region? That it's a whole nother game up there. They don't give a fuck about money. Only fucking peasants. And this is why they able to be like, we're saving America $1 trillion. We're gonna save the U.S. They don't give a fuck about saving no fuck. They don't even give a fuck about money. The people up there, they don't give a fuck about money. That's what be tripping me out too. Is just like how people. This is a whole nother live stream. Let me get out this rant. I'm in rant mode. I'm in weekend rant mode. I'm in weekend rant mode. Let me get out of weekend rant mode. All right. Let me get out of weekend rant mode. So look. So this is what we got, right? We have appreciate Zone. Yes, that is the link to the Discord. If you may. All right. Shout to Zone, man. Somebody said stay in rant mode. No, I got to get out of rant. The live stream will never end. The live streams won't ever end, man. We'll be weekend rant mode different. All right. Hit the like button. Super chat is available as well as Cash App scrolling across the bottom of the screen. As we proceed, let's talk about the senator and the rep that got, shot. He said the final. Yeah, and if you got any good documentaries posted in the documentary section of the Discord, I actually watched a couple, man. Some of y'all got some good. Hey, I see some of y'all, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, I see some of y'all, man. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's get back over here real quick. We got that's it. Here we go. Right here. So we got Melissa Horton and her husband took up out of here. We got Senator Hoffman who's taken up out of here. And no, we had to go and do the research. But apparently, she was voting against giving like money to immigrants and stuff like that. And it's a very eerie post that was posted on X, where they showed the video of her. Let me see if it's over here. Is it this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one. Let me see. Here we go. So we got to get to this Vance Luther guy too, but here we go.
Okay, so but his background with this private security company would match to some of the evidence found at the scene. Number one, the black security car that was there that looked very much like a police cruiser, that Ford Explorer with the lights that were still flashing on board, the entire car in black. And also, he would have access to the types of uniforms and equipment that Brooklyn Park police officers described the suspect wearing when they confronted him when he came out the front door of Melissa Hortman's home. Now, the police chief there, Chief Burley, described him wearing a police black uniform with a taser, various other apparatus on, and a badge that he said that looked just like mine at the news conference this morning. In fact, he told all the reporters there at the time that if we were both standing in the same room, you would not know that he was not a police officer.
So this is like targeted, straight up political assassination. It's like a straight political hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a straight up political hit. And he going crazy. He said he had a hit list. He was going after pro-lifers. Yeah, we're gonna get to that because let me get on the big screen. We got to go into conspiracy mode, man. We got to go into conspiracy mode, man. It's just like, oh, and he also left behind these No King pamphlets. Oh, and he also, I was like, nah, we not so fast. Yeah, I got the tinfoil fitted hat on, right? Y'all already know. He abandoned the vehicle with all of these clues in it. It's like, all right, man, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, let me get let me get out of here. He abandoned the vehicle with all of these clues. Nope. Not today. Not today.
And again, according to the chief, after he engaged with the officers there, shots were exchanged. And sometimes, and Karen, you can speak to this.
Wait, he got into a shootout with hold on, wait a minute.
Sometimes, and Karen, you can speak to this because you've covered so many police news conferences over the years and you're one of our most outstanding crime reporters here in the Twin Cities. Sometimes you have to pay attention to what's not said in these statements. And in this particular news conference statement this morning, he said that they engaged fire with the suspect. Now, missing from that was whether they hit the suspect. We do not know that yet. We do not know whether he is injured, and they have not confirmed that. But they did say that the suspect then fled out the back door and has not been seen since, and that's the subject now.
I'm gonna go with they fucking missed. I'm gonna go with they fucking missed. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say they shot everything except the fucking suspect. Okay, and that would explain why he abandoned the vehicle. Boy, these police, man. Yeah, everybody relax. Everybody relax. The stormtrooper cops. If I had to guess, man, I guess he didn't hit. They didn't shoot him not one time. Damn. Fucking Reno 911 ass police, man. I'm telling y'all, man, police be incompetent than a motherfucker, man. Just trash. Anyways, let's get to the good stuff before they scrub the internet, because they already started scrubbing the internet already. Here's our suspect, okay? Here's our usual suspect. Take a real good look. This is what homicide. This is the face of homicide in America. All right. This is the face of mass shooting in America. All right. That's what this is. Fuck, we thought. Take a good look at this thug. Take a good look at this hooligan. All right. Take a good look at this super predator. All right. Yes, I'm not racial profiling. Did I say anything about race? Did I say anything about race? Okay. All I did, I just called him a thug. I called him a hooligan. I called him a super predator. Race has nothing to do with this. Race has nothing. I'm not racist. I'm not injecting race. This is wrong is wrong, and wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. Okay. Wrong is wrong. No matter what race it is. Let's start there, pal. Let's start there, pal. All right. Let's start there, pal. Oh, somebody said black pilots. Ooh. I'm glad you brought that up because we had a plane go down and we got to know what race was the pilot. I'm glad you brought that up. Maybe we'll throw that in some bonus because we gotta keep track of crashing planes and you know what I'm saying, who's crashing the planes because you know Charlie Kirk said when the plane is crashing, I just hope it's a white man as a pilot. It's fucking retard. God forbid the plane is crashing and the pilot is black. That would be the worst. Yeah. Oh God, please let the pilot be white as you fucking descend to the fucking earth at 250 miles an hour. Oh God. Please let the pilot be a white man. I don't want to disintegrate into the ground with a black pilot. Anyways. Dang, man. Y'all got me in weekend rant mode, man. I got to get out of weekend rant mode, man. You know what? I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'll say it. When I look in the cockpit and I see that the pilot is black, I do feel like he. I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, now you got a pilot. You got a pilot with a whole grill in his mouth, ghettoed in a motherfucker. Ain't crashed one plane. Going viral on social media. A whole ghetto ass nigga flying the shit out of these planes. Let me get out of there. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna get out of there. Let me get out of there. You got a hood pilot getting people home to their families safely. You know. He said, what the hell? No, that's a fact. I don't know his name, but he pop up every now and then on my feed. I'll see him on my feed every now and then, but it's just a hood nigga with a pilot's license. Don't make me none. Just get me to where I need to go. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. You know. So Black Savant said, wait, for real? Yes, bro. It's a hood pilot that's look him up. I'm pretty sure he ain't that hard to find. He got a big following. Is he FBA? Yep. I believe he is FBA, yeah. Yeah. A hood nigga with a pilot's license. Ooh, I know that shit burn motherfuckers. I know that shit burn motherfuckers up. Man. You look in the cockpit, you see a nigga with a silver and diamond chain on, just enjoying his life, man. Not giving a fuck about you or what you got going. I know that shit gotta fucking burn the fuck out of people, man. I know that shit gotta burn. That shit gotta just sting the fuck out of people. Like, fuck, man, that dude ain't doing nothing to me. He not bothering me or nothing. He living his life, man. He doing his own thing. Fuck, I wish I can't stand that shit. I know that shit just be, ooh. I know that shit. Hey, a nigga living his life is the worst to some people. It's the worst to some people. That it strikes something inside where they. I'm telling you, bro. A nigga living his life carefree, not on no bullshit. People hate that shit. I don't know what it is, but it's something about a nigga that's not bothering nobody, having a good ass time in life that just irks people's nerves. It just they just gotta disrupt that fucking peace, man. They just gotta fuck with a nigga. I don't know what it is. He said, who are the mechanics fixing the planes? The people fixing the planes is Puerto Ricans. I'm telling you that right now. The airplane mechanics, Puerto Ricans, they got that shit on lock. Puerto Ricans got airplane maintenance on lock. I know a few of them. A few of them try to get me a job to go work on airplanes, but yeah, I'm good. He said a happy Negro is a dangerous Negro. That shit burned people the fuck up, man. I already know that shit. I've been in some instances where you just couldn't stand that shit, man. They just fucking hate that shit. I don't know. That shit, they fucking hate that shit, man. Oh, they found the TikTok Young Moolah. There we go. Yeah, there it is, man. There it is. That's just how that shit go, man. I remember when I had my RX-7, the windows was tinted. Police come to the window, rolled away. They already ran my fucking plates. This shit used to bother the fuck out of me. Is this your car? Yes, it's my fucking car. What the fuck are you talking about? Even when I had because you know I drive diesel trucks, so I'm in a diesel truck. So I remember when I had my King Ranch, man, my King Ranch was lifted, so it had the big wheels and shit. There ain't no white boy in this shit. I roll the window down, man. I just see the look on their fucking face, just be like, well, the reason I pull you over, man, give me my goddamn ticket so I can leave, man. This bullshit. Stop bothering me, man. You can just see that shit. You roll the window down on the edge, it's just, ooh, that shit just bothered motherfuckers, man. That shit bothered me. It was something about that King Ranch. It was something about that motherfucking truck, man. They used to pull me over there. I roll the window down. We just staring at each other like, what the fuck you looking at? Do your fucking job. It's like they fucking short circuit, like get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Had the system in that bitch too, bumping. That motherfucker had that 6.0 power stroke growling, turbo scream. Man, I used to make the motherfuckers mad. I can't wait to get Gumby back going. I'll be posting stuff about Gumby in the Discord because we finna get back. We finna get back rolling diesel again. I know they used to hate that shit, man. Roll that fucking window down. Can I help you? Can I help you? You know, yeah. Do your fucking job. They don't know what the fuck to be mad about. Yeah, you can't be happy, man. Just something about a nigga that's happy, man, that people do not like, man. It's almost like you was fucking delegated to be some sad motherfucker. That's why I don't let people project shit onto me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just be like, yo, you'll have the right wing people. They'll be like, well, why come black people got a chip on their shoulder? How come, nigga, I'm not no fucking sad ass, downtrodden ass nigga, man. What the fuck? I don't even let people project that dumb ass shit. Y'all always complaining. Y'all always, who the fuck is y'all? That ain't me, man. The fuck? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Yeah, but what about everybody else? I don't give a fuck about it. They'll just force you into this fucking like weak, pathetic, complaining black male mold that they fucking made for you. It just, yeah, but what about? No, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna upload that chaotic truth shit too, because he did that shit. He did that shit. He said, can't let them project they loserdom on me. Nah, don't let them do that shit. You know, this is why. It's like, no, you don't know me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You mean to tell me black people don't? Nope, I don't know. Nope, I won't even go there with you. Because if you agree a little bit, they just throw it all on you. It's like, nope, that shit don't work on me. Nope, I'm good. But here we are. We got the usual suspect. All right. He upset, you know. He mad about something in the government or whatever, and now he upset. But this guy had like contracts in Africa and shit. This is a very strange character. I guess he was going after like people who was pro-life, you know. So I said Tim Waltz in the news again. Yes, Tim Waltz hired this guy on. I forgot what the position was, but Tim Waltz hired this dude on, and what a coinky dink. He ends up ending, you know, the rep, you know. So I want to show y'all this because this is what I'm saying. Weekend rant mode. The weekend fucking rant mode. Because here he is in Africa spreading the good word. Is this gonna play? Oh, they took the. Oh, here it is.
I never cried so hard in my life.
Here
Je
he
n'ai
is.
jamais pleuré si dur dans ma vie.
I probably wept for a half hour. For a long time, I wept, I cried.
Pendant longtemps, je
In Africa, spreading the good word to you Negroes. It's that Christian evangelical mental pollution that they spew it around the world and shit, you know. So
pleurais, je criais.
And I got on my knees.
Et je me suis agenouillé.
And I prayed God.
Et j'ai dit Dieu.
And I remembered everything.
Listen to this fucking killer. Yo, hey, religious people. All right, let me get out of there. Hey, let me get out. I will say this. Yo, a super religious person, red flag. I'll say red flag. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that with you. All right. I'm gonna leave that with you. Do with what you want with that. But I'm just saying, for me, once you go off the deep end with the religious piece, like, I'm good. I'm good, you know. I guess, yeah, he was in, okay, so he had like a defense contract in Africa. So he over there in Africa definitely on some CIA fucking undercover government fucking, I don't know what the fuck he was doing over there actually on the cool. You know, they set up these positions for people to just be somewhere. Somebody say, yo, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not hating. I don't give a fuck. Uh-oh, Candace going in. I didn't go there with it, Candace. I didn't go there with it. But here he is. Check him out.
I heard in the church services growing up,
Et je me suis rappelé de toutes les choses que j'écoutais à l'église pendant que je grandissais.
and I thought of everything Jesus did for me,
Et je pensais à toutes les choses que Jésus a fait pour moi.
and I said, I'm so sorry.
Et je dis, je suis tellement désolé.
Forgive me, God,
Pardonne-moi, Dieu,
for living for myself
pour avoir vécu pour moi-même
and not for you.
et pas pour vous.
And I said, Jesus,
Et je dis, Jésus,
if you forgive me of my sin
si vous me pardonnez mes péchés
and save me,
et me sauvez,
I'll live for you
je vivrai pour toi
for the rest of my life.
pour le reste de ma vie.
And the presence of God came in that room.
Et la présence de Dieu est venue dans cette salle.
And I knew I was right with God.
Boy, I tell you, man, this shit diabolical, man. Hey, this shit. This is diabolical, man. Yo, listen. I know y'all think I be playing, but yo, we have to stop these people, man. We gotta stop these people. These people belong nowhere around government. These people belong nowhere around government, man. Yeah, that was it. These people do not need to be nowhere around government at all. They don't need to be hired in the government. They don't, none of that shit, man. Because once God tell them to, do some shit, or like, hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, what it is, man.
Et je savais que j'étais maintenant en ordre avec Dieu.
And he changed that selfish person
Et il a changé cette personne égoïste
into a person who cared about other people first.
I need that Button Hamp guy. Put him in the fucking bathroom. Put him in the fucking bathroom.
et à une personne qui devait s'occuper des autres en premier lieu.
And that encounter with God
Et cette rencontre avec Dieu,
is just like it happened yesterday.
c'est comme si cela était arrivé hier.
And there became a fire in my heart.
Look at these niggas, man. Man, I used to be like, it don't matter about FBA and shit like that. But nah, that over the past couple 3 years, I'll say the last 3 years, my favorite phrase that I use over here is "he ain't ADOS." Yes, shot. Yes, this is the same. This is the same. The same mental fog that get put on them. Shit, crazy, man. Yeah, sir. Where's my favorite saying is "he ain't ADOS." I don't give a damn. He ain't ADOS. That's my excuse. Every time niggas do something dumb or stupid, I'll just say he ain't ADOS. Because this right here is like ridiculous. They part of a whole psyop. They don't even know why this man even there.
Et cela est devenu un feu dans mon cœur,
To live for God.
vivre pour Dieu.
And I went and I had a pamphlet printed of my testimony.
Et je suis allé, je fais une sorte de fascicule sur mon témoignage avec Dieu.
And I went around my hometown.
Et je suis allé dans ma ville natale.
And I knocked on every door.
Et j'étais en train de frapper à chaque porte.
I gave them my pamphlet.
Et je leur donnais ces fascicules.
I said, this is what Jesus did for me.
Et je disais, voilà ce que Jésus a fait pour
And
moi.
he changed my life.
Et il a changé ma vie.
And he can change your life too.
Et il peut changer aussi les vôtres.
I would save my money
Je épargnais mon argent
so I could go to other places and tell people about Jesus.
pour que je puisse aller dans d'autres endroits et leur parler de son peuple.
In John 15:11, and when the reality of that hit me,
Quand cette réalité m'a frappé,
I wept and I cried.
pleurais.
I cried and I cried and I cried.
Je pleurais.
Could you pray with me, please?
Pouvez-vous prier avec moi, s'il vous plaît?
Jesus, we thank you for this day.
Jésus, nous vous prions de vivre une vie mieux.
I didn't drink, didn't smoke. I'll be back.
Et dit, il y a une
Anyways, let me get out of here, man. Fucking crazy, man. Everybody hit the like button. Do I got these? Let's see what's going on. Nope. No. What the hell? Nope. Moving right along. What else we got over here? Let me see. That's not it. Let's do this. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go back over here. So yeah, this is Tim Walz. Tim Walz. Damn, Tim Walz. So Tim Walz, you know, he the one who hired him on to run, what is this, the Governor's Workforce Development Board? Yeah. In fact, here it is. Tim Walz. He put this statement out. And it reads, today Minnesota lost a great leader, and I lost a friend, a formidable public servant, and a fixture to the state capitol. Melissa Hortman woke up every day determined to make our state a better place. She served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, and tirelessness. Minnesota's thoughts are with her loved ones, and my prayers are with the Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, who were shot and wounded and are being treated. We are not a country that settles our differences at gunpoint. All right, that's it. That's the end of that. I ain't reading no more of that shit. We are not a country that settles our differences at gunpoint. What the fuck country are you talking about? Like, is it another America? Hey, what? I can't read no more of that shit, man. He lost me with that shit, man. What the? where I'm saying, like, where's the other America? What country are you talking about? Shit. Shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are not a country that comes shit. We got people at gunpoint right now. From the ocean. We got motherfuckers at gunpoint from the sea right now. What the fuck you talking about? From space. We got people at gunpoint in space right now. But no, these people, they gotta, you know, that's some wild shit. We are not a country that settles our differences at gunpoint. Okay, Mr. Waltz. So they start. Oh yeah, okay. So they start going in on him because Waltz, I guess they accusing him of inciting violence himself. He looked like a drunk ass bum right here, by the way. But anyways,
called out on this because I called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator. It's because he is. Oh. The governor's being mean and the governor's speaking out on that. Well, maybe it's time for us to be a little meaner. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce. Because we have to ferociously push back on this. And again, I'll speak to my teacher colleagues in here. The thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully, to watch this bully and to stop it. And when it's a child, you talk to them and you tell them why bullying's wrong. But when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the shit out of him back. You push back. You make sure they know it's not there.
Okay, so we got that. There, how many churches Buddy went to?
La star va venir après.
And I feel like I'm the warm-up band for McNair.
Non, moi je sens que je suis comme le lever de rideau pour McNair. Moi je dis non.
Man, he was putting in work in Africa. Hey, we must stand against violence.
This was an act of targeted political violence. Peaceful discourse is the foundation of our
We supposed to be meaner. See, they on his ass now. He done fucked up. He done fucked up. He done fucked up. He done fucked up.
democracy. We don't settle our differences with violence or at gunpoint.
Oh man, he keeps saying this dumbass shit. Let me get out of here. Let me. He deserve everything he get for fucking lying like that. Just lying. CEO of the Red Lions Group. What is the Red Lions Group? So they saying he had a hit list with 70 different targets, including abortion providers. and I guess he was also I guess they were trying to say he was a registered Republican, but y'all know that shit don't fucking matter. Damn, that's gotta suck. Tim Walz hired him on, and now he shoot people and stuff, like crazy. What is the Red Lion Group? Tim Walz appointee who was recently the CEO of the Red Lion Group. Can we go? Do we got to go down this rabbit hole? What the fuck is the Red Lion Group? What the fuck is the Red Lion Group? Okay, so what the fuck is the Red Lion Group? Democratic Republican of Congo. So that's the African shit. But what the fuck is he doing? CEO of an international NGO group called. There's almost no public information on NGO except it reportedly ran out of funding. Somebody said it was a USA funded. Who is this? Benny Johnson? What the fuck is this? The Red Lions Group's mission is to deliver superior results in every company we create, control risks, conduct ourselves with the highest integrity, and create good jobs for local people. But what the fuck is? I don't know. I had to go back and I had to back and look up some more shit. Anybody want to? Let me. I'll drop the link for a little bit, man. Just for a little bit, man. Somebody said sleeper cell shit. Oh, sleeper cells. Let's talk about sleeper cells because I keep your head on a swivel. All right. Leon said he causes civil wars in the Congo. Yeah, this guy is very sketchy. He's a very sketchy person, man. They just had a coup attempt in the Congo 6 months ago. See. All right. So nobody hit the link. Did I? Hold on. I do got some more stuff that I do want to pull up real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Hell yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
Will be heard.
So this was this the representative that got killed. They were playing this video about her when she was talking about her, because she did seem like she was like shook up, you know.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision.
So I guess it was like not funding illegal immigrants. I said she sounded fearful after voting to repeal healthcare for illegal aliens, almost as if she knew that her base would become unhinged. She and her husband were tragically shot.
They say a gunman shot and killed Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark early this morning at their home. Police say the same gunman also shot Minnesota State Senator John Hoffman and his wife multiple
held. Those responsible for this will be held accountable. And each and every one of us are committed to making sure that a tragedy like this never repeats itself in Minnesota or across this country.
We have team coverage. Let's start with CNN Chief Law Enforcement and Intelligence Analyst John Miller. What have you learned about this hit list that police say was found in the suspect's car? He's now on foot. He left the vehicle and possibly a lot of other valuable tools.
Well, the car is a treasure trove of clues and potential clues, not just forensically, but things in plain sight. What we're told from law enforcement sources briefed on the investigation is that there are a cache of additional weapons inside that car, indicating that the suspect was loaded for additional targets, possible confrontations with law enforcement or security, a large amount of ammunition. In an ammunition bag, they found a Father's Day card, presumably addressed to the suspect. But there is also this manifesto, which lays out his issues. And on top of that, a very, very long list of names, approximately 70 names. This includes numerous state legislators from Minnesota, but it also includes other elected officials, a couple of mayors. It includes other places in Minnesota, including medical clinics, abortion providers, pro-life advocates, and it includes some locations and individuals from out of state. What does that tell us? It poses the question of what was the ultimate game plan? Was it to continue to get through this list, to go as far down with as many attacks or assassinations as possible until he was stopped by police? What we know now is that at his first location, he did his first attack in the pre-dawn hours of the morning in the darkness, that preemptively police went to the second location where the nearest other elected state official was and ran straight into the suspect. The Brooklyn Park, Minnesota police exchanged shots with the individual, which caused him to flee towards the house and then into the darkness. But that also made him leave that car, all of that evidence, and potentially part of his plan behind. Now, with the idea that they exchanged gunfire, the fact that he was described as wearing a tactical vest, probably body armor, likely bullet resistant, he may be wounded. or the vest may have deflected that, but he is with whatever weapons he had on him without a vehicle and still theoretically on the move somewhere in that area that he could have gotten by foot or perhaps called an associate or a friend to pick him up. So that hunt is still extraordinarily intense.
Yeah, it really is indeed very intense. All right, John, thanks so much.
Anyways, so they still ain't caught this guy. And here we are, 2025. And with that being said, we out. I'll catch y'all boys later, man. No, they didn't catch him yet. No, they didn't catch him yet. I didn't catch him yet, man. But I'm going to holler at y'all boys later. I don't know. Maybe I'll go live later or something. I don't know. Hit the like button on the way out. That's what I need y'all to do. Hit the like button on the way out. And join the Discord as well. Somebody drop the link to the Discord. There we go, right there. Shot the zone. Shot the zone, man. Thank you, bro. Everybody relax. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Peace.